embraced me as a request almost as old as God's inquiry into the whereabouts of Abel. Brother Cain's reply, "Am I my brother's keeper?" is answered over the course of the Bible with a resounding yes. And that affirmation is the most fundamental of meanings in all of the American music we have discussed here tonight. When I interviewed over 60 of the top jazz musicians for NPR's Making the Music over a decade ago, I asked each to reduce jazz to some phrase or word. Every one of them said love or something to do with affirming others. We make others feel better. No, we make others better by what we play and the way we play it. That's what John Coltrane did with his music. And it wasn't in the chords or the new rhythmic structures or in the velocity of his thinking. It was in his sound, so full of love and empathy. In spite of his sensitivity to all the injustices of his time, in spite of his drug addiction, in spite of his many disappointments in himself and others, Trane's sound transformed the way we played music and the way we heard it. His classic album is entitled A Love Supreme. And people all over this country bought it and loved it. In an environment where competition and cooperation are choices, the ability to hear deeply into the substance of what is protects us from overindulgence in the shiny and the fleeting. It compels us to want to hear the voice of the other and to listen patiently and with integrity to opposing views, lest we see only ourselves everywhere we look and lose the opportunity to pursue freedom. President Johnson and Dr. King taught us the greatest amongst us use their freedom to make others more free. The best rhythm sections listen with such empathy and passion that the competitive selfishness that separates us is transformed into competition over how great we can be together. And it is no naive, let us hold hands even though we hate each other moment. It is a let's consecrate our common ground in this moment. It's what John Coltrane's quartet taught the world again. It is what is required to live our Constitution and our creed with integrity. A love supreme.